What's up, everyone, and welcome to this week's, I almost said this month's, this week's extended discussion. We didn't have one last week, so gotta get back on my game.
I'm going to work very hard and look right there.
Oh, yeah.
Right there.
The whole time. I'm not even gonna look at the chat. I'm gonna be talking directly to you the entire time.
I'm gonna try. So this week we are talking extendedly about the Selkie. The
Selkie.
The Selkie.
The Selkies.
The woman / person / man / seal.
Yeah. You know, I wish it was the Selkies, like, officially, because that would make the cheese grater thing that much better.
Selkies.
Yeah, the Selkies.
We got a couple comments on the Instagram post about this. It is also Norse mythology creature as well. We focus on the Celtic though.
Okay. It says, if you look at the episode description wherever you listen, it does say Norse mythology. I did throw that in there. It did get thrown in.
Hello.
Howdy.
Hello.
Y'all. Giddy up.
I don't have a 10-gallon hat. Those are expensive.
I've never been interested in having one.
I've looked at it a couple times. I don't want one, but they're expensive.
I did have a cowboy boot year.
What?
I was in 3rd grade though, so I think I get a pass.
Did you wear the whole 3rd grade?
Yeah, my teacher said, like, you could hear me coming down the hall, just like,
here comes Tyler.
This could be your cheese grater brand name. Yeah.
Oh.
I hope we get sponsored by a cheese grater or something.
KitchenAid.
Yes. Or what's the other one?
I don't know.
Not KitchenAid.
Rachel Ray.
Mr. something. Mr.
Oh, Mr. Coffee?
No, that is one, but no, damn it, doesn't matter. I just want to say really quick, and I want to thank you, Tyler. I appreciate that. This is probably the most commentary I've gotten since I've been told to stop interrupting. But I couldn't help it.
No, it's okay. This was designed for you to do what you were doing.
Yes, I know. I pulled back, and then this was the one time this let off the leash.
It reminded me a lot like of the Kelpies.
Mm-hmm.
Like, we knew it would be silly, although I think I can more believable on the Kelpies.
Yeah. Even though I don't know why. Maybe it was that one Reddit person telling us how to catch it.
I like that.
I just want to throw this out there. I know the chat's not huge right now, and I am planning on spending at least 2 minutes on this in this week's episode, next week's episode, I guess. Has anyone, I know Staple Shock probably has anyone out there heard any legitimate news coverage on this train derailment that's happening in Ohio? You know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, in East Palestine.
East Palestine. My mom texted me about it the day after it happened, and she was like, I don't know if you guys should go outside. And I'm like, Mom, calm down. I'm like, I'm 68.
Very far
I'm
from
like
Mahoning
68
County.
miles from where the train disaster happened.
Yeah. I'm
like, we're fine. I'm going to go outside. It was like 50 degrees that day.
Yeah.
Or around that time. If you haven't looked into this at all, and listen, I know, like, we're the ones that are supposed to be talking about these, like, unidentified flying objects and UFOs being shot down. Those things being shot down are so much less worth covering, I think, than this. Like, people are saying this could be one of the worst ecological disasters in the last decade. And it's like an hour from us.
Yeah.
I mean, there's people within like 150-mile radius. People are having animals die.
Yeah.
Crops are getting destroyed. Fish are coming up dead. And people, because of what was in, and I'm not a scientist, so I can't speak on this. I would highly recommend doing your own research. But because of what was in the trains, when it mixes with hydrogen in the air, like when it rains, it actually becomes hydrochloric acid.
Dang.
So it's literally raining acid. And people were experiencing acid rain up to 70 miles away from this incident.
Wow.
Somebody was flying a plane in Ouroboros. Yeah. Oh my God. Somebody was flying a plane, and when they were going over the section of Ohio, they looked down, and you just see the clouds, and then just this huge black spot.
That's crazy. I didn't know that. I knew it happened. I know that they like controlled release. Is that right?
They're control burning it,
and it went over
because they don't want to explode. And I get that.
Right. And part of the control went over my parent-in-law's house, which, I mean, they're fine.
If you're looking for a conspiracy in it, it's the fact that the people that control the railroads have so much money that they've probably spent a lot of money making sure this isn't like the #1 story.
And it's not like, you kind of get parts of it in Ohio, but even still, being very close, we are very close. I've not heard much.
I've always thought like I feel like when you think of like a terrorist attack, obviously 9/11, but when you think about things like I'm gonna drop a bomb in New York City or I'm gonna drop a bomb in LA, there are nuclear power plants along the Great Lakes. Mm-hmm. If any terrorist wanted to really destroy the United States, if they polluted our Great Lakes, I mean, what percentage of our fresh water are the Great Lakes?
It's a big amount. It's a large amount.
Yeah, I mean that's why people on like the South, like other like we're not at. Like we have so much water. We're so much abundant with water where we are.
But if you're flush with water.
If you're on the West Coast, you know, like water
droughts happen there all the time.
Yeah, and it's like water's expensive and everything like that. I think in Florida, like the way that water runs off in the sewers, like you can't wash your car outside.
You can't?
No, because you can't wash your car in your driveway. Inside? No, I think you have to go somewhere to get it washed.
Oh, you can't
because they can't run into the sewers.
Yeah, wash it inside the house.
Yeah, you have to put it in your bathtub.
In your bathtub, yeah,
with your dog.
Dip it in.
Yeah. But not if they blew up the nuclear power plant, is what I'm saying. Like you can't be like, I'm gonna write you a letter, like the snail man, but like you better watch out in 2 months. We're gonna get you.
Definitely coming.
Sorry, that I'm gonna get off that now. Let's
get back to some serious shit, Tyler. Let's talk about the Selkies.
We have somewhat of a platform, and this is one of the first things that I've wanted to actually use it for because I think it needs to get out there more.
It should be more well known.
Yeah, Ukraine. And nobody's talking about Ukraine anymore either. But go ahead, Charlie. Talk about your seal people.
Seal people, the seal folk, if you will, were common in Norwegian company.
They were
companies.
Common. Not every fifth person might be
companies. No, the Norwegian countries.
That's a better mess up than common, right?
I don't know about that.
Every other person is a seal folk.
Seal folks. Seal folk. So they go onto the land as a seal, and they disrobe, and they take off their seal skins, whether it be a cloak or a coat. They take it off, and they dance and frolic on the island in the waves. And for some reason, I imagine them playing flutes.
Okay, I could see that. So we talked about this lightly, but I feel like this is always the. Wait, I appreciate it, but another tragedy is believing Faye, but not Selkie. Oof, that's to you because I'm not in that battle. But
well, I don't know. This doesn't. Sorry.
There's more room for tangent here, and been listening to you guys for a year, and this is my first time seeing y'all's faces. Hopefully, it matches up.
I hope it's good.
Yeah, hopefully it's aight. Okay, you've been a director in the past. You've taken directed courses. Mm-hmm. You've directed plays.
Thanks.
You've never directed a musical, but you've directed plays.
Yes, I have, yeah.
So we might have to not have the seals sing, but I think you could also tackle it. Okay, if you were scripting, let's say you were doing film, so cinematography.
Okay, sure, yeah.
And you're doing a film on Selkies.
Yeah.
Handsome, thank you. Is this my mom? Did my mom log in?
Handsome boys. Does your mom think I'm handsome?
I hope so. I would assume so.
Please ask her for me.
I remember on Yik Yak, that was one of the funniest things I saw. It's like the girls here have no idea how handsome my mom says I am. I'll never forget that. Yik Yak, get the purple sailboat. Anyways, you're directing this movie.
Yes.
And they're like, all right, Charlie, the transformation scene is happening. You're like, okay.
Yeah.
You're like, Charlie, how do you want the transition to go from seal to human?
You know what's funny?
How do you want this?
I had this locked and loaded.
Let's go.
All right, so
we did not pregame this, by the way.
You see a seal flapping out out of the water,
sure,
onto the beach.
Yeah,
it's a pebbly beach, right? Mm-hmm. And the sun is setting or rising, I'm not sure. And you kind of like zoom around, and you get to a point where there's a rock. You fade into the rock where it blacks out. Into a woman running onto the beach.
Oh, okay. You do the off screen.
Yeah, well, technically, yeah.
That's so tasteful.
It's a fadeaway.
That's so tasteful. I bet the first time someone dies, they scream, and then the camera pans to the ocean,
and then
it drops down, and you just see the water starts turning red.
Is this a horror movie, Selkie?
I don't know. I was thinking, like, did they like rip it off? Is it like The Quarry? Like how?
I haven't played The Quarry.
Well, people change. Does their face like? But they can't. Okay, have you ever had wrapping paper?
Yes.
That you're like, this wrapping paper is so nice, I don't want to tear it.
Yeah.
If they ever want to become a seal again, they can't treat like a toddler opening its first present. They can't just.
That's true.
You know, unless they have masking tape or duct tape.
I think you're thinking more like
zipper.
No. I think you're thinking too.
Like this is a
physical,
real
thing. Yeah. Anything too physical. I think it's more like you put on this jacket. Well, okay, let me ask you a scarier question.
His degree is in theater.
My first degree is in theater.
Yeah.
Yeah. So how do you imagine a skinwalker transforming?
Painful. Like bones cracking, skin changing, ripping.
But don't they use a skin to do so?
They're supposed to have a pelt.
Yeah. So what does that pelt do?
Maybe it's like when they put it on it, it just starts growing and it
wraps around it.
I don't know. Skinwalkers is my biggest cognitive dissonance because there's no reason for me to believe in it. Have y'all heard of the movie The Secret of Roninish?
You know,
it's one of my childhood favorites. It's about Selkies, and I have a special place in my heart for them because of that movie. Emily,
got this.
I want to know how they changed in that movie.
I'm pretty sure it's off screen.
What if it's like a confetti, like when you open something and there's just and then it's just like seal confetti explosion human.
One time I did that at a New Year's party.
And confetti exploded?
Yeah, and my dad was like, clean it up. I had to get on my hands and knees.
Yeah.
At 12:02 in the morning.
That's funny.
Oh.
That's a cheese grater. Or like a wizard smoke. Maybe. I don't know.
What possessed you with the cheese grater thing?
Oh, that was totally off the cuff. I don't know. Well, it's like, like...
I'm going to get it off.
What is like a random way to get, I don't know. It was...
I liked it.
It wasn't premeditated,
I liked
obviously. I had no idea what topic we were having.
And you never heard of Selkie before the other day?
Never. Never in my life. The jokes that are premeditated never land.
No,
ever.
I don't often put them in the script.
I do, and when I'm reading, sometimes I cut them in that moment. I'm reading what I thought was funny when I wrote the script, and I'm just like,
They have land. You know what? I will. There are times where they've landed.
Oh, that's where they spit the drink. Thank you, Emily. I appreciate that. The cheese grater.
Oh.
To spit the drink out.
Need
that. Maybe that'll be on. Maybe we'll get a seal with a cheese grater as the next episode series design.
I like that.
I don't know who in the world would actually buy that. But I'll buy my.
What was your favorite story? Not counting the Reddit story.
I mean I liked the one about the. The one where the mom turns them into stones was interesting because it's ridiculous. Just because I like tearing it apart, I like the one about the guy getting his knife back. Like
that was fun though.
The Selkies are way too forgiving.
Yes.
It really should have been like Batman. It's literally that Ra's al Ghul scene where they're on the train and he's like, I'm not gonna kill you, but that doesn't mean I have to save you.
Yeah, just let them drown.
Yeah, well, they crash, but in that scenario, it would be drowned. It was like somebody opened the window and it's just like, oh, it's getting stuffy. Flood of water. And I still don't know.
What happened to the horse?
Yeah, unless the horse was a Kelpie.
I really think, I don't know.
It's like as they dove into the water, the horse like dove away and they were just like that moment where they're just like, good luck, bro.
I do
get that knife out, man.
In the theory of this being, any kind of true, it would have to be a Kelpie, right?
I guess. Where's my knife? I wonder if this is the knife that he put in it.
Fey knife?
Yeah.
I used mine today.
Although, if this was the dagger... If this was the dagger that he put in the Selkie, would the Selkie die? Because it's intended.
Yeah, it's like a lower carbon, I think.
What if it was just a butter knife?
I forgot. Let me see it. Get that clip on there. I could throw this. It's so back heavy. I use mine all the time when I open packages.
It's got that trunk.
It does. It's so sharp. It's really sharp.
I haven't used it yet.
I've
been lucky enough to not.
I use mine occasionally. I use this when I pound out meat. Actually.
Okay.
So if I pound out chicken.
When I'm pounding out my lettuce and my carrots.
It's a good knife.
I think it's good that you open boxes with it because in Resident Evil 4 sometimes snakes are in boxes.
Oh, really?
It's like you want to double slash in case there's a knife. So I think it's good that when you open your boxes, you're doing it so in case there's a Fey in it.
God, somebody trying to send me a Fey.
Somebody, yeah, we're gonna eventually have a PO box, and when that happens, Tyler, just so you know, Kayla and I are trying to go through Resident Evil 4, the OG Resident Evil 4. We've had to cancel a couple of times, so we're still in the village. But I cannot wait for Resident Evil 4, the new Resident Evil 4. It's gonna be delicious. What are you sorry about?
I was just reading through.
She got the kids stoned.
Old messages.
That's good.
Someone said if you guys ever make a La Llorona.
La Llorona. I think. I swear to God, the guy in the movie is like, now in theaters, La Llorona. Like there's a je, but I don't think that's how it.
It would be good. It's coming. It's gonna happen one day. I mean,
I'll say it a million times. We can't put out the big ones all at once. Otherwise, it's just the nitty gritty.
Do we have any more big ones besides?
Yeah, we have Bermuda Triangle.
Oh yeah.
We have an abduction story we haven't done.
Oh, there's a couple ones. There's
big
a couple.
Ones.
Gulf Breeze I want to do.
Yeah. What else is big that we haven't done?
Technically, we haven't done Bigfoot.
Bigfoot, the Bell Witch.
Nah.
Is that a Kelpie inside of you there?
Yeah.
Nah. Yeah, there's a couple big ones. I can't think of them right now.
My next one, I don't think we've done. The one I'm gonna record on Thursday. I don't think we've done that ever.
Like the topic.
It's a type of thing. I don't think we've ever touched it. Okay. Which I'm excited about.
Yeah, mine's. I think I'm gonna try to go back to scary again.
Mine's gonna be pretty creepy too.
Let's go. This sounds like it's gonna be a lights out, candle on.
Lights out. Turn off the radio.
Yeah.
Oh, I have a lot of editing to do before I go on this trip.
Yeah, you should just call in sick one day of work and just dedicate treat it like a work day.
I didn't go
from 6 to 9 p.m.
I didn't go in yesterday.
No?
No, I didn't feel well.
Did you get a lot of editing done?
I mean, no.
Okay.
I finished the episode.
That's all.
I legitimately did not feel well.
Yeah. I hope y'all enjoyed the Super Bowl. I couldn't care less who won.
Nah, I didn't watch it. It was on Fox. I couldn't.
Really?
I couldn't find a way easily.
Bro. I'm one text away.
I didn't care that much.
I had some money on it, so.
That's good.
Personally, not a huge fan of the Celtic. The Celtic Selkie. The Boston Celtic Selkies. Unbelievable.
They're Boston.
Yeah. Did you guys ever watch Lost Tapes, Animal Planet? I don't think so.
No?
Was that
I don't think so.
Was that Animal Planet trying to be like the History Channel where we're like, all right, we're going to lean heavy in aliens and go. Travel Channel's like, hold my beer. We're just going to do. Okay. A question. There's that guy who does Destination Truth. What's his name? Josh? Somebody in the chat. Last of Us, the TV show, I didn't even play the game, bro. Sam spoiled it for me. I'm waiting for Sam to call me and tell me everything that happens in the TV show.
I love the game. I love the show.
Is Destination Truth Josh something? You know what I'm talking about? The
Josh
TV
Gad?
show? Yeah, nah, maybe. How do these people get money to do that? Because they don't find anything.
I don't know.
Or they'll be like, we found a footprint that may or may not be. But
I have no idea. They pitch it.
I
and
guess
people buy it.
I would love to get paid handsomely to try to find something.
I would too. I would try to find some tasty food.
I'm sure that's just half the time's looking for Bigfoot, the other one's settling this big appetite. It's like
that actually might be a really good show.
Man versus food versus Bigfoot.
That could be a decent show. I like that one.
I was supposed to go Bigfoot hunting tomorrow, but I fell asleep on the couch because I'm a piece of shit.
Ate a big old sandwich.
Yeah, and I fell asleep. So Sasquatch will have to wait till tomorrow.
Oh.
Your Sasquatch got stolen from that Jimmy's barbecue right by your house. That's such a bummer.
Yeah.
Red Bull sponsored Skinwalker Expedition. Hopefully this shit gives me wings, because if we find a Skinwalker, listen. Oh, that reminds me. If anyone, and this is probably another thing I'll mention on the episode this Thursday. Next month, right after Charlie gets back from his vacation, I'm gonna be going to literal Skinwalker. It's like an away game.
Yeah.
I'm going to the Skinwalker Stadium. I'm going to New Mexico, and I'm going to be very close to Navajo territory. So, if anyone has any experience in New Mexico and anything I should check out, let me know. But 2, let's hope I don't see a Skinwalker again.
I hope you get to meet somebody.
What do you mean by that?
Like a
human?
Like a listener?
Oh, maybe.
It was a really surreal experience when I got to meet one of our listeners. It was really weird.
In Florida?
In Florida,
yeah. Yeah. No, I'm excited. I can't wait to go to Roswell, because they got a UFO museum, and then they have this thing where you pretend like you're on a spaceship. That'll be fun.
That's cool.
That's what it's all about that.
There's a dude. Have you seen the dude on TikTok who
No.
Okay, he goes outside in the wilderness at night, and looks for Wendigo. It's really creepy. I can't watch the lives. He goes out there for hours.
Man.
I can't watch him.
Has he found one?
I don't think so.
Thank you. Actually, this is really helpful.
What's this?
Yorona. Llorona is pronounced like.
Llorona.
I'm literally gonna take a picture of that. I'm gonna get this tattooed on my forehead.
Llorona. I like that.
That would be very helpful if it was my forehead, but I'm gonna take a picture of that.
Does anyone know what that actually translate to? Does it actually translate to the weeping woman, or is it like some kind of? Is it kind of different?
That's probably the way we translate it, but you're right. I don't know what the exact translation is.
I'm curious. Should we get back to the Selkie?
Oh, look at that. Oh, that's a smiling emoji. I thought it was the emoji at first. No. Okay, pretty much. Yeah, okay. What was your favorite story from the Selkie?
My favorite story is the guy that stabbed the seal.
Yeah.
I just think it's so contradictory to everything I read about the Selkie that I think it's funny. Because, like, there's this curse. If you hurt a Selkie, if you hunt a Selkie, you're supposed to die. But the Selkies in that story are just like, we're great.
Yeah, it's all good. We just wanted you to heal him.
We don't care if you kill a lot of us.
Good luck getting back. I wonder how much force you have to do to puncture
the blubber.
Yeah, of a seal.
Probably a fair amount. Seal hunting makes me think of like in Alaska where they like hunt baby seals. It makes me sad. Which I hope it doesn't really happen as much anymore. If it does, don't tell me.
Have you seen like the farms and stuff? What they're doing to pigs and chickens and stuff?
No. You mean my dinner?
Yeah, your dinner.
No, actually, I told Steph this. If one of my goals is if we do get to like move somewhere a little more rural, I would really like to raise ducks.
What are the circumstances that you're moving somewhere more rural?
I mean, I've seen chicken coops outside of Cuyahoga Falls.
Oh, okay, so around here.
Yeah, around here.
I see. There's actually a place that was by my work, and it's right on like Arlington Road, so it's a busy road.
Yeah.
And when I'm going home, I'll look on the left, and it'll just be free-range chickens.
Yeah, like I would really like to raise.
But you want ducks.
I do want ducks.
What if you pay like, it's been a minute since I've never bought a duck, but like let's say you drop like $1,500.
Okay.
And you bring them home, and you're like, this is great, and they're just like.
I don't think they fly away.
Well, but what if they did?
Well, I'd be really sad, but also happy for them.
Like, quack, fuck you.
I think one of my biggest fears is Mars is going to eat them.
That's probably a lot more
reasonable.
Yeah. Duck eggs are pretty good.
I've never had a duck egg, but I heard they're bigger than chicken eggs. Like 1 = 2 chicken eggs. What
feet did I have when we went to dim sum? Was that chicken feet?
It was chicken.
Miserable.
I'm sorry.
Miserable.
I
and jellyfish?
I never ate either of those. I'm pretty sure I told you not to.
You told me not to eat the jellyfish. You didn't say anything about the feet.
I don't know. My dad liked them.
It was not a dim sum.
You could say you've had it.
I can say I had jellyfish.
Yeah.
Just stung me the whole way.
That's one of my biggest fears is jellyfish.
Yeah. North Carolina. Well, maybe not so much in June. When I went in May more, there were a lot more jellyfish.
I would take a shovel to the beach and just throw them into the beach.
Does anyone have any questions about the Selkie?
Any questions I could answer?
Any thoughts? Any opinions? Any ideas? I hope the week's been well. I hope no one lost too much money on the Super Bowl.
To Parker?
Parker asked me for NBA picks today, and I told him straight up that I've been... Listen, if I pick 4... If I have a 4... I don't want to say... Let's call them props. If I have a 4 prop parlay, 3 out of 4 hit. If I have a 5, 4 out of 5 hit. If I have a 6, 5 out of 6 hit. And I sent him screenshots. I'm like, I'm going to show you what I'm betting tonight, but I need you to understand that I have sucked in NBA the last, week.
That sounds like the end of Uncut Gems to me. What you just said.
And then I'm not gonna lie. I thought about that movie yesterday when it was Super Bowl, and I thought about how dumb it was that he was so excited and he opened the door and they're just like, bang.
I liked it. I enjoyed that movie.
Because I didn't know him at the time. I watched clips from that movie again to watch The Weeknd perform in it.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I didn't know who he was when we went and saw that movie.
Oh really?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Was it your thumb that just made that noise?
Yeah. I'm a nail picker.
It's a bad habit.
Oh, it's terrible. My dad told me I was a Selkie baby, and they found me floating in the ocean. Sounds weird, but it made me happy as a kid to think I was magic.
Wait, what?
That's why I heard you say, or I saw you say, that you were looking forward to this episode. So that makes sense then. Your dad sounds really cool, if that's the kind of things he says.
Big if true. Big if true.
What if your dad is hiding your
ancestry,
your Selkie skin?
Oh yeah.
You're gonna like open a closet and find this nasty looking coat, but you're gonna feel compelled.
It's too small.
You're gonna feel compelled.
Does it grow with you?
That's true. If it was when you were a child, you're gonna see a little toddler coat in your closet, and you're gonna feel compelled to try it on.
What if you put it on your head and just your head turns into a seal?
Okay. Oh my gosh, that sounds like King from Tekken, like the tiger.
Oh, I loved him. I also like the panda head guy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There was like a betting platform that tweeted, it was like when the 4 teams were left, and it was just like like strong wrestling like men, but their head was their mascot. So for the Bengals, they had a Bengal head on a muscular body. So I tweeted a gif of King from Tekken. I was like, this is all I can think of.
I played a lot of Tekken when I was younger.
Tekken 3?
I don't know. It was an arcade game.
Eddie Gordo.
Because it was at a bar, and my dad was dating a bartender. So I played a lot of those games. That game.
Yeah, dude. I loved Eddie. Eddie and I don't want to say the guy's name. The guy that kicked all the time with the good hair.
Kicker. The kicker.
Yeah, it was like Hao Ring or something, but I could never pronounce their names, and I'll be very honest about that.
I did not read the names. I didn't know they had names.
You knew King.
I knew King.
And there's, I think, Yoshimitsu.
Oh.
And
that sounds like a car.
Lee, Jin, Eddie Gordo.
That's crazy, you know all those.
Yeah.
Anyway, I don't change where I'm at.
It does sound like a car. No, I'm so. I went unbelievable, right?
Yeah, we both went unbelievable. Yeah. Fair. Does anyone go not unbelievable?
Yeah. Does anyone think there's any chance? By the way, I just want to say this hoodie is so comfortable. It's so. I've had it for like a year and a half, and I've only worn it like 4 times. I actually forgot about it. It happens.
I don't know, man. It's a fun myth. The reason I go with, I believe, fairies over Selkies is just, I feel like, I mean, you could say it's a water spirit, right? I don't know. I just feel like,
maybe
it's not a fae because, I feel like with the fae, they do have ways of transforming.
Howdy.
But this is like focused on transforming. And it I don't know. It's not doing it for me, dog.
I don't think Loch Ness Monster is a water spirit. And I also don't think that the Selkie exists. Sorry. If anyone in the chat thinks Selkie is real, let's go. But that said, I think that's all I have to say on the matter.
I agree.
I think probably like 8% of this was about the Selkies, but that's okay.
Yeah, well, there's not much else to say. They're pretty ridiculous. They're pretty ridiculous. I like the stories, but they're crazy.
Fun.
Fun.
That's what it's all about.
I really do think it's like a way of like normalizing people going away on the ocean. Mm-hmm. Like people, like your grandpa's not there anymore because he got lost at sea.
Yeah.
Oh, he became a Selkie instead.
Or normalizing having sex with a seal and telling someone who's actually a woman.
I that's something I really don't like about the Selkie.
Selkie versus Kelpie in a fight. Who you got?
Kelpie 100%.
Yeah, don't touch me.
Yeah.
Well, it's like, is the Selkie in seal form or is it in human form?
Regardless, because a Kelpie can be in woman form too.
That's true. What about a Selkie who's lost its cape versus a Kelpie who has the bridle or whatever on it?
Oh, well,
limited weapons. It's like that's like
right?
CQC.
I would say probably still a Kelpie.
Okay, I have no problem.
I think it's the teeth, because the Kelpie have those sharp teeth.
Kelpie's in your name. You have to pick Kelpie. I get the feeling you might be biased towards Kelpies. Yeah, that's exactly
a little bit.
It wasn't you.
No,
I think you're talking. I think that's Brittany, but I could be wrong.
I think so too.
Okay, cool. Well, everyone, thank you for hanging out with us and talking about the Selkie. And don't come visit Ohio. It is Brittany. I hate assuming, because you'd be offended if it wasn't. Don't come to Ohio for like the next 10 years if you want to breathe good air. And do you have any final thoughts? Any final words?
we're used to this, we'll be okay.
Yeah, we're fine.
We'll
only in Ohio.
Yeah.
I haven't left my house in 4 days anyway, so I don't even know what fresh air feels like.
If only.
Yes. Well, everyone have a great week. Enjoy this episode. We'll be coming at you next Tuesday with another episode. I think it'll be on the spooky side.
Cool.
But we will see. But everyone have a great week, and we will talk soon.